Alright, your eyes don't deceive you. I'm doing a stream right now. I just got out of work. I'm kind of wired right now. It's been a long day, so I'm going to work on this for like 45 minutes. But I never stream this late. It's like 10 o'clock. So we're going to get about 45 minutes worth of work. It's probably going to be longer, knowing the way I do things. But let's get right to it. I'm not going to yap. Let's give ourselves 45 minutes. So let's see where we left off yesterday. Yeah, I never stream this late. Give it a sec. The fuck? Why are you over here? Okay. There's a lot that we have to do. Alright, here's what we have to do. We'll start at the end. I'm gonna turn off the camera because again, when dealing with the camera, if a crash happens, the camera can actually screw up a lot of things in regards to like keyframe placement. I've seen it happen. It's pretty bad, especially when you're like almost done with a project. Like it's really annoying having to go back and actually fix things. So right now we're not gonna add the sword effect, like not yet. Do I want to keep the aura still there? What do I want to do here? Let's actually... We'll have it power off. There we go. So minority will come down. Then it'll turn on. Okay, we'll have this little section be them just having a little powwow. Alright, that should be enough. We'll do 30 minutes worth of work on this, then we'll swap over to Aseprite, then we'll do it again. I'm gonna give myself an hour. If we're good, if I'm not too tired, we'll do a little bit more, but it is 10 o'clock right now. Do I have dash? Yes, I should have dash. What do I want to do here? I'll have to grab dash. There we go. Then I'll grab minority dash. There it's. Take off the keyframe. We're gonna put on onioning so we can actually get the position. Since this is a dash, I'm not too like worried about it. So there's that. Now let's grab minority's dash, which should be... We just used it. No, hold on. Give me a moment. I'm in the mood for some fighting later. Because we're gonna do a couple of fighting game references. Give me a moment. Ooh! Hell yeah, let's go. Alright. So I used it right here. Oh, this is not the original. Fuck. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna try to see if this actually works. There we go. I love extended. I mean, I love arranged, but sometimes the original is better than the arranged. All right. Paste. It's gonna. I'm probably gonna have to take that off. It's not the end of the world, but color effects none. Fuck. Yeah, I think that's going to break this. It's because this is a movie. Okay, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna keep that there for now. Just because I don't want to keep on going back and forth and grabbing things. So here's the layer. We're gonna put this on minority effects. Blank keyframe. This should be 185. No, 194 actually. 194. There we go. That's pretty close. Okay, perfect. So we can actually remove this because I actually didn't need this anymore. Blank keyframe. Transform this. Make sure this is actually selected. Oh, we gotta move this down. There we go, perfect. Modify, transform, flip it horizontal. This is gonna be kind of annoying because look at the plane that they're in. Okay. It shouldn't be that bad because they're gonna be moving pretty fast, but let's give it at least like 10 frames. So as usual, to create a tween, insert a keyframe. So we'll do it with Mia first. Insert a keyframe. Pick a section where you want Mia to go. We'll just put her. We'll have them meet at the middle. So you have point A to point B. Click any blank space, right click. Unfortunately, you can't see it. It'll give you a couple options. Go to create classic tween. What I do is I use ease in and out. You can use classic, but classic doesn't look really natural. So what we're gonna do is go to the effect, ease in and out, click quad. So this looks a little. She hesitates a second, then she goes. So we're gonna do the exact same thing for minority. Go to the exact same frame that Mia ends. We'll have her stop a little bit shorter. Yeah, that's actually kind of hard. Right there should be fine. Same thing. Right click a blank space, create a classic tween. We're going to do ease in and out again. Quad. We're going to save it. There we go. Alright, that's enough lighting layer. What do I want to listen to? Ooh. Hype. All right. So now I have to add a couple of attacks in. Actually, let's do something funny. Put a blank keyframe here. All right, Mia. Okay, we'll do this. Mia weapon. This should be Yugi's on. So I know I repeat myself a lot, especially during these streams, but people actually watch this in order to learn, yes. Please take up a project like this. It's difficult. It's very, very, very difficult, but the fruits of your efforts will pay off. Because, hell, we're up to this point. I'm just honestly shocked we can even do this with these sprites. Alright, here's another sprite. We created a blank keyframe. We're going to insert there. So as usual, we can't just use free transform in order to make them big, because the sprites will come out blurry. So let's zoom in a little bit. It's fine. We're gonna go to modify, bitmap, trace bitmap. You're gonna make sure color threshold is gonna be on 1. You're gonna make sure minimum area is gonna be on 1 pixels. You can make sure the corner threshold is on many corners and the curve fit's gonna be on pixels. You're gonna see Mia's sprite just gain Pokeballs. Now you're ready to convert it into a symbol. We'll call this this is a specific attack because I'm referencing a fighting game. Yeah, these things. So the only annoying thing about this is Mia's sprite is pretty special. It's wide. Mia's very, very, very wide. So I gotta try to match it up with this at least. Object 173.3, 117. Right. 173.3. I normally use 173.3 when it comes to sprites. Alright. We're turning on onioning again. Yeah, take a look at that. Mia's sprite sometimes does not like to cooperate. That's actually kind of crazy. So we're gonna take off onioning. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, sometimes that does happen. So in a situation like this, we'll have to do our best to try to match this attack with her sprite. Alright, so we'll bring a free transform. What time is it? 15 minutes. Luckily, it's not that bad. A little bit. Let's bring it a little bit closer. We're very close. We'll have to use her boots as point of reference. Alright. Just gotta make it a little tiny bit wider. That's really close. So since we're doing a forward attack motion, Mia should be right there. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do with Minority. Minority's gonna do a funny. Here's what let's add a blank. We're gonna add a keyframe here. Let's review that wonder. Minardi's sprite looks different from the in-game sprite because we actually mashed it up to our promo art, which is a very, very long process. That's a days actually do for every one of her sprites. So she's color matched to her promo pictures. Because in-game, as people already know, she's very vibrant red. All right, Minardi. So we're gonna have Mia with. Yeah, this order. Minardi. Wind up. We're gonna have to add a keyframe right here. Oh yeah, this might be kind of hard actually. Give me a second to think here. Alright, here's what we can do. What I initially was going to do is just have Mia whiff the attack. She's still going to whiff regardless, so let's do this. Right here. We're going to have her teleport again. Turn this into a movie clip. Add. Actually, no, I fucked up. We need to make another keyframe. So we're gonna copy this. Actually, no, we don't even need to do that. We'll do it like 2 frames after that one. Insert another keyframe. Now we'll do add. So this should be a movie clip right now. Add. And we're gonna add a filter right here. Go to object. Go do what I just did. Go to filters, plus, you're gonna go on blur. Blur will show up. Make sure this is on high. I usually go around like 170, 180 to give this effect. Oh, important thing. Make sure the lock is not on, or else it's gonna do the whole thing. And we don't want that. We just want the x-axis. All right, lock's off. We'll do it 170. Then we'll create a blank keyframe. Effectively, Minardi is now teleported. There you go. So, if you're familiar with sprite animation, this is very similar to what Sonic characters do when they're using Chaos Control, specifically Shadow when he's teleporting. But we can't do the rubber band effect, which involves this sprite moving downward, then going horizontal. We cannot alter these sprites or else all hell just breaks loose. So regardless, this is the teleport we're gonna do, which looks really good. This is a Fire Duct exclusive thing that I've been doing. I've only been doing it with Fire Ducts. Alright, that's good. So we'll have Mia recover. I might have to give Minardi another sprite. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Like I said before, while I move Mia here, don't let all this deter you from taking up a project like this. Sprite animation is very fun to do. But as we know, Golden Sun is a JRPG. These sprites aren't made to be working in a sprite animation environment. So you're gonna be working a lot. You're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? So here's the scene. Alright, let's play the movie so I can actually see if I need to add any more frames. I know I'm gonna have to add frames, but let's see where we're at. Nah, fuck. This is all that we know. Come on. Yeah. So we have to add a lot of frames here. Because Mia, as you've seen, recovered way too fast. You have to make sure you have ample amount of frames in order to do like an attack, or else it's just gonna look weird. So this only shows up in one frame. So I goofed. So, we'll have to do it right here. This should be enough. We'll give it 5 frames. So we're gonna have to play this again. So before we do that, let's give ourselves some frames here. Oh, big thing before I forget. For some odd reason, Adobe Animate gives you only 16,000 frames to work with. We got plenty of frames right now. We're a little bit below 1,700. So 16,000 frames is how much you have, which should get to be around like a 3-minute video or movie. All this is sped up just because of Adobe Animate, but once I get to actual script writing, I can actually slow it down. All right, let's see. Just a couple more frames. Let's see, where are we? Right here. Let's give it 4 more frames. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see where we're at. I'm gonna have to give Minardi another sprite for what I'm gonna try to do next. For people that are familiar with King of Fighters, we're gonna do a King of Fighters reference. Let's see. That's fine. We'll just give it 2 more frames. 1, 2. Okay, now let's grab this. There's a reason why I'm having Mia not do crazy amount of synergy. And that's for plot purposes. Oh, fuck. Alright. But I'll have her do some attacks soon. Alright. Oh, this is that. Okay, I know what we're doing here. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll have to add a camera here later, but I'm not worried about that right now. Camera is like one of the last things we're gonna do. There we go. So now we need a scythe. So, fun fact: the scythe, as we know, is Minardi's key weapon. Karthus' weapon too. But in the resource files, there's not a individual sprite that just has them not equipped to this respective characters. So what we had to do is pretty much take the scythe off Minardi's hands and redo it in order to get this to work. So we had to make a new separate sprite for the scythe itself, which was a pain in the ass to do. Same thing for the Satora's sword. I cannot speak tonight. All right. So we'll have Minardi toss the scythe as a bait. They give me a little bit of wiggle room. I think this is fine. Look. Whoops. What? Wait, what? Sure. Oh. We're gonna copy this again. Copy. Always back to the end again. If I had to say what was the most difficult sprite to work on out of the main cast, easiest one is Jenna, for sure. Jenna, Sheba, Ivan, easiest sprites to work on. Mia, because of her hair, makes her extremely difficult to work with. Minardi's dress made her very hard. Minardi's dress is very elaborate. Satoros was very easy to do. Isaac was hard. Isaac I had to do pretty much brand new sprites because you already know how deep his stance is. Garrett was difficult. Ivan was harder than it probably should have been because he has a very lazy leg, which I'll show in a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's zoom out. We're going to move the tween. We're going to have the scythe come from this direction. This is going to be very quick. Let's actually have it like this. I'll have to see something real quick. So same thing, keyframe. We're going to have it go right there. And the same thing has to be ease in and out. A little bit too close. So let's move this up a little tiny bit. We'll have me slash it away. But again, this is just a bait. Which one is it? Mia? There we go. Copy. So that ends right there. So we're gonna zoom in a little bit. So to copy the frame, paste it. Let's just make sure. Fuck. Let's move it down a little bit more. Right there's good. Save it. So, a story about this theme, as we already know, this was the original Fire Temple theme. I thought I was bugging when I was a kid because I had one of the original copies that had this version of the Fire Temple scene. So I was playing the GameCube port. I was like, wait a minute, wasn't there chancing in this? And I spent years trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Then come to find out, yeah, they got rid of it in future ports. I'm like, ah, neat. Okay, so we have to be very careful with this. Paste. No. Copy. So in order to get this to work, here's the scythe coming in. We're gonna have to stop this right here. So as soon as it gets to me, it stops. We're gonna have to paste another keyframe in order to do another tween to actually show it getting knocked away. Give ourselves a few extra frames. We'll do it right here. Insert a keyframe, have it disappear, and insert a blank keyframe so it could actually just be completely gone. Create classic tween. There we go. We're gonna take off onioning so we can see how this looks. All right, so this has to be moved a little bit more. Let's see. That's actually good. Brilliant. So we're gonna give ourselves a crap ton of frames after this, and we'll see how this looks. Then we're gonna move over to Aseprite, and we're gonna give Minority a new sprite. But you best believe when Mia jumps, I'm putting the jump sound effect. Ah! Trauma. I have to move that up a little bit. That's not bad, to be honest. But let's see. So let's zoom out. Let's move you a little bit higher. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to our Aseprite, because again, Minority's gonna get a very specific sprite. Give me a second to think here. I'm just looking over my sprites for her. I know exactly what to do. We got something. I'm gonna have to do some very funky stuff in order to get this to work. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can actually talk about this now. I normally use a training station in order to see how sprites will be in a sprite environment. So using the red line as pretty much the red line's important. That's where our axis plane is. Ivan's leg is very hard to work, especially in the back. This was Frankenstein together. I'm very happy with the way this came out. But you are just a lot of things happen at once. I had to redo the scarf. It still looks pretty scarf. It's scuffed. Like Isaac's scarf in the game is actually really uniform. Here, I made it seem like it was jagged and worn. As for you two, oh yeah, y'all are okay. All right, what's here? Nothing. All right. So we're creating a new sprite. Usually, what I do is I give myself like a little bit of wiggle room. I give myself about 128 width and 128 wide. All right, so let's get one of Minority sprites in. We're gonna have her do God Press, if you are familiar with King of Fighters. So here's a brand new sprite that I gave Minority. The way I was doing it beforehand, You need to make her different from her clone. So Minority has her own specific attacks, and her clones have very specific attacks too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this up. Here's her using 2 hands, and here's her doing 1 hand for a overhead attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. It's gonna be very simple. Whoa. Copy. We have to get rid of the scythe. That's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. I'll have to do some. I'll have to do an end sprite for this attack. All right. This off. Do I actually still have that? Give me one moment. I do not actually. That's fine. So like I mentioned before, this has been color matched to Minarity's promo art. Minority in her promo art wears violet boots. She wears violet gloves, and behind her cape is actually red. Imagine that. Limitation, but for some odd reason, it's because I blamed the alcohol because I know I was definitely drunk that night. I was like, you know what, let me make Minority sprites accurate to how it was in the promo art. And I'm like, oh shit, this is actually harder than I thought it was gonna be, which it was. Let's see. Where did that 1 pixel? It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright. Save this. We'll call this God Press Wind Up. Now the only problem is I have to make an ending one. So Minority, God Press, Wind Up. Okay. Let's see. Give me like a moment or two so I can actually look over my sprites. This one's gonna be hard. I know what to do. We're gonna be doing some weird jank. But I can. Alright, let me take this real quick. Okay. Have an idea. This is gonna be very scuffed, but we'll see how this goes. So new, 128 by 128. We don't need that anymore. Holy shit, yeah, this will actually work. Hmm. Should be good. Serious time. Hmm. All right, I got the right arm for this one. We're not doing any Common Rider themes tonight, but we got Minority Shocker theme. Yeah, her and her Shocker pose. I'm very happy with the way this came out. It took a lot of crazy coloring, but we actually got this good. Okay. I'll just have to rotate this a little bit. So the problem, like we all know with Golden Sun sprites, once you rotate it, you have to be very careful because you might make some very crazy things happen. That's shoulder length, that's fine. Hmm. Okay. Damn, it's already been that time. Holy shit. It has been that time. Just have to move that up a little bit. Actually, no. Just gotta fix that little section. This is a breastplate. No, we could actually do this. Yeah, her hand's fine like that. This is Woodfall. Okay, sure. No, we're not doing this tonight. Fuck no. Shit. Give me a minute. All right, we'll go to Venus Lighthouse. Myself and Majora's Mask have a very, very, very weird history together. Oh shit! Damn, I just lost track of time. All right, so that should be fine actually. So we'll bring this into the training stage, and we'll see how this looks. I fucked up, didn't I? Of course I fucked up. Okay. Alright, we'll use somebody else's layer. Actually, we'll use Heart Sprite.
Yeah. We probably not even listening to all the background. He was basically saying about that was talking about it.
Look how weird it looks when you mirror it. So we'll just move you around this way.
I don't know what's going on. Point seems like to be this. This.
I still have to work on Heart Sprite, but I like the way it looks so far. Alright, minority. Hobby.
No. I made the safety was correct. Wait. This.
Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not too worried about this little section right here. Okay.
According to him, he would say, I hate when you hurt me. But I didn't know who was saying it. Anyway, I know what he said. I think that who was saying it. This was emergency.
Oh, this can work.
No, yes.
Alright, so Adobe Animate for like the next 15 minutes, and I definitely gotta wrap things up because it's actually getting really late.
Please. actually very nice. Nice. It's genius. No. There.
So what we're gonna do, minority's gonna show up right here. Like a keyframe.
What did you? So
Oh, this looks so. All right. Dot press.
It's very hungry.
All right, same thing. Bitmap. Trace bitmap. Low threshold 1. Minimum area 1. Many corners. For corner threshold, curve fit pixels. We'll call this minority guard press. If I actually get this to work, I would be so happy. 284, 191.85. Wait a minute. I don't have a bad feeling about this. Yep, I thought so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this. No, this has to be the same size. Give me a moment.
Wow, because she's holding it. She can lean in the tilt right now.
No. This has to be the same size as that. No. That. What? Yeah, I knew it. One of those instances where Adobe Animate just does not like to cooperate, which is fine. We'll just have to base it off of, because it's huge. It's massive. It shouldn't be this way. It's fine. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have to probably match it up to her sprite right over here. Let's see. No, way too far. Right there's fine. Alright, let's paste this right here. This is a little bit too wide.
Yeah.
A little bit lower. That's close enough. So we're going to copy this. We're going to clear this. Paste this here. We're gonna clear this. There we go. Just back up a little bit. I'm gonna need me to damage Sprite in a second. So I think this is good to have. This will probably be very fast. This will be really fast, unfortunately, so we have to give ourselves like a little bit of breathing room. Keyframe. I'll have to have Mia a cover. No, like that's fine. Yeah, that's actually. Oh, this is so cool. Right there. So let's get Mia damaged now. It should be there. Nope. There's so much stuff happening here. There. Copy. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna paste this right here. As soon as Minority grabs Mia, which is right there, paste. Would remove the tween. Put her. Oh my god, I'm gonna pop off. Hit them on the same line. There we go. Yo, this looks so cool. Okay. Alright. It's our keyframe.
Here's what I'm talking about. I'll spend the last kind of things hard.
Yo. Oh my god, this looks so cool. I'm gonna have to do a lot of crazy frame stuff here. I'll have to move this a little tiny bit higher. Wait. This has to be right here. Okay. Classic tween. Quad. Ease in and out. Classic tween. Ease in out. Quad. There we go. Yo, oh my god, this looks so cool. Alright, so now we need to grab God press A.
That's the perfect.
I'll have to match it. Let's put it right there. Wait. We'll put it right there for now. One keyframe. God press end. Modify bitmap, trace bitmap. Okay. Minority. press N. Alright, so what's the size? 147.9. Yeah, that's about 47.89. I totally got that wrong. I'm terrible with numbers. Alright, I'll fix that in a second. So 182.7. And 82.7. 147.9. Alright.
Yeah, they should want that. Ages only. First it's saying this. First it's saying that.
Yeah, it's been 15 minutes. Da 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 da. Call the sun. Give me like one moment. Oh.
It's like you have one please option.
Shit. This is happening. Oh my god, unfortunately.
He knows that I'm
Yo! Oh my god. Okay, I have to find this. It's gonna take me like a few minutes.
Then he started crying.
Where is it? Where is it? Go to effects. True. Alright, you're gonna see a lot of crazy stuff. Give me a moment. Please let this be the right one.
For him, he said like you deserve
Wow, I actually got that.
to get me.
Did I get it right? Damn it! No, I didn't. Fuck. I was close. I'm mad. Damn it! I was so close. It might be under October's. Yeah. All right. This is definitely gonna take me like a couple minutes. Nope, definitely not. Also, don't forget to save. Nope.
No,
As you can see, you have too many damn effects.
first day clock, I was like,
Nope.
saying, first day clock. I thought of
Nope. It's probably at the top. That's fine. I'm gonna get rid of that.
and now this is the people. This is the
Damn it. You're so close.
this will get simple.
Nope.
Although, yeah, keep on saying, I don't know what it is.
We haven't seen that in a while. Nope.
I just was eating it. Oh, that's not but
Special effects.
basically,
Nope. Unfortunately, we actually do need this effect. It's a very specific effect.
And he's like, yeah. You can see like yours line. This is the part where he made like he's straight. I don't take the issue on this. Remember about seeing. And nothing else about the movie is
No.
I'm very funny about what there's going.
I apologize, but yeah, I've tried a ton of effects.
I'm
Nothing's there.
it's the first time. I've been asking. That's
Oh,
probably. She wants
I gotta remember. I see. I gotta remember actually this later.
I can tell them what the right number is. They're like, I'm trying to do I'm reducing the nose.
Fuck.
Okay, hang on, right, so. Okay, so you.
No.
Uh, okay, I feel something off. Everything that's here.
The shitty thing is, actually, you need this effect,
Yeah.
but it's not under. It's definitely not under this. Yeah, it's back at the top.
Like, you really see how even keep doing it, you cannot.
No.
The lines. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, there was much control. I finished.
is it in November?
Which one of mine seems to consult me? I didn't know that.
Alright, this one doesn't work.
Well, here, center corners, but
Skull, skull, skull.
can't do anything.
No. Fuck.
Did you hear that?
Damn it, I'm so mad. I'll try a couple more. If not, I'll find it tomorrow. Damn it. I'm gonna go to bed sad tonight. No.
And we should make, you know, this basically tells me. Viewers,
No.
viewers. Viewers. He's trying to make it seem like
When it comes to fire, I definitely have a crap ton of fire effects.
he literally keeps trying to give you some love.
What the fuck? That was weird.
He's referring to me.
No.
Oh, you probably another. Something that
For people that are familiar, definitely I'm trying to find my KOF effects. If not, skull, 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 skull.
You told me that he was the largest. He's making the dilemma that we. That's what I'm making right now.
No. It's last time I used it was under the Halloween effects. I know damn well it was there.
Probably, yeah.
But Okay, if need be, I'll just get it later. Not the end of the world.
Stay fine. I kept pushing him smart. Like stay fine. I think he
Look, you have at least 30 more minutes left.
and then here's one thing about I set the line I tried to find movies that find out 9 times. Because we need to talk to every AJ for me. I didn't want to say that. I was going.
Nope.
I didn't even mention I just mentioned Vincent this we were talking. I didn't mention.
Well, now I know what that is.
I mean,
Let's do this.
says this. I'm dying.
Okay. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go through all my effects, and we'll try to see if I can find it. And it is what it is. So I already wasted this. I already wasted enough time with this, but it's all good. Tomorrow.
Same thing with
Yeah, that's not it. Alright, we'll just finish the effect, and we'll go from there. Let's see how this looks.
what you need, telling me that I'm you know.
Hmm.
Trying to stay. Alright, whatever.
It's under the ultimate effect, I know it is.
If I don't hate him, I'm fine. Then I'll like mention their names to everything. I'm not the one.
Oh my god, it looks so cool. But we need the effect. Like the effect sells it.
You said.
Nope. It might be here, actually.
Probably has me talking about. I'm supposed to be sad.
Yeah, that actually, I think I might have found it. This looks familiar. Stuff. Oh! Fuck it, we're going blurry. So let's go. We're gonna go with this one. Fuck it. Definitely gonna go with this one. Yeah, purple's gonna work. The main thing is, like I said, we're trying to go with Heavenly God Press. Sorry that took so long, but I have like literally like 20 gigs worth of effects in one separate folder. And another 10 gigs of effects in another folder. There's a lot of effects.
That should go to me.
Cool.
You guys can see cheated.
Alright.
And something is like you can actually use.
Put it right there, Mia's. Oh. As usual, we gotta turn this into a graphic. Oh my god, this looks so cool. Alright. This has to be massive, though. So, this has to go all the way up. Not that up. Right there.
I'm doing your job. That's
Oh my god. That looks so cool.
it's got me, you know, something. So if you want me to stay that way, it's okay if you stay there.
Alright, let's see how this looks as a movie clip. I honestly really won't know until I actually see this. Alright, let's play it. It has to be bigger. It must. We're gonna keep it on. Unfortunately, I do gotta keep this on. We're gonna keep this on that for now. Alright. Alright, now the hard part. Because now we have to do it on the other side. So we're gonna do this. Copy. Paste. Move. Bring this all the way over here. Grab me a Sprite. Copy. You have to paste this right here. Move this right there. Put minority Sprite. Right here should be good. Alright, here we go again. Round 2. Right there. Same thing with Mia Sprite again. So now we have to do the same thing we did here. Copy, 3 frames. Transform, horizontal, turn on onioning. Right there's fine. What after this? Keyframe. Move this over here. Go a little bit closer. Don't know what happened so far. Transform. And do the exact same thing. Grab God Press right there.
Yeah, but he was basically listening.
Oh, Oh my god. I have an idea. Oh, I have a fucking idea. Will this work? We're not gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna do.
No, he's not going to kick out the murder. He's like, I get kicked out for.
Copy.
You're saying.
Jesus Christ, Mia.
I think so, like, the basic thing, the moments that I appreciate. And you must see you can tell the space is
We'll go right to the middle.
you did like a maybe shock like
Right.
he didn't know what to say because he stared at
Keyframe right there. I gotta remember that. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe.
I don't know if you remember about that. Yeah, he was the way that you used the one who was asking.
Alright. Unfortunately, I did run out of time, so tomorrow, once we get here, we'll add one more scene plus plate before I have to go. It's must be 11:30. And I cannot be rude if I have to go to bed. Oh, fuck no.
That's why I didn't even
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Give me a second. I fucked up.
again.
Whoops. Gotta make sure these are all easing out. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. Okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. All right. Let's see this again. I'm gonna have to do a lot with the scene. Oh my god, it looks good. The only thing I just have to, I know exactly what I need to do with the Mia Sprite. It's not gonna show up like this in the movie because Mia's, I'll figure it out later. I'm just gonna make that bigger, I guess. Damn. There we go. Okay. Let's try it again. I might have to add it. Let's see. God, that's so cool. But yeah, what kills it right now is just the black outline. So I do have to turn this to a movie clip, unfortunately. So let's see how this looks as. I think adding it should be just fine. Yeah, adding it probably would be good. Alright, movie clip. I want to make sure. Quick. Oh, yeah, this is way longer. Alright. Okay, let's see. Nope. I might have to keep it as is. Oh, horrible. Yeah. I gotta fix this. Let's have you go upwards. I might change the direction of the other one too. Yeah, fortunately, it has to be. We'll just have to deal with the outline, I guess. It's not bad, but tough. Because we actually know what it is. You have to keep it as a skull. Graphic. I'm just gonna have the scythe actually go upwards too. So let me actually fix that. Okay, let's watch this. I think we're good. Did a lot of work in this hour and a half, so we're about to start wrapping it up. As usual, if anybody has any suggestions, just let me know. It's perfect. Oh, I was supposed to pay attention to the site. Skull's fine. So, I can't believe we actually did God press. Alright, anyways, it's getting late, so I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll do some more. We'll start off with Aseprite tomorrow, then we'll move on to Adobe Animate. Besides that, take care. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.